So we just talked with Wes, who was eating a raw food diet because he was looking to change the way he was feeling and eliminate brain fog and low energy. Dr. Molina, so many of us out there are having similar problems, issues, symptoms, if you would, and want to make a change. So what would you advise for somebody experiencing similar issues? And obviously, I don't think you're going to recommend diving headfirst into raw food consumption, but making changes probably will help.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, I'm not going to recommend a raw meat diet. I mean, there's really no doubt in my mind that excess amounts of meat have long-term negative consequences. But brain fog is a real thing that many people struggle with. I see patients with it all day, and it could be due to a number of things. I mean, certainly food sensitivities would be at the top of my list, but it also could be caused by anemia, B12 or iron deficiency. So if you're a woman or if you're a vegetarian, you may want to consider supplementing your diet or eating more lean meat. It could also be due to an undiagnosed thyroid condition or poorly controlled blood sugar. So there's a lot of different medical things that I would want to rule out first. But I think, and even a very pro-inflammatory diet, which Wes doesn't realize how many positive changes he made that could account for his feeling better that have nothing to do with raw meats.
What are your tips as far as dietary things you should be adding to your diet to help dealing with some of these symptoms?
Foods like salmon, which are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which actually increase a protein in the brain called BDNF, which can help with mood and brain function. Spices, I'm obsessed with herbs and spices. So turmeric and thyme, those can actually directly help brain function, increase blood flow to the brain, reduce inflammation. Blueberries have actually been shown to increase connections in the brain, nerve connections, which can help the brain. Carbs like oats. So if you want to stay off gluten, if you have a sensitivity to gluten, oats are gluten-free, and oats provide a nice slow release of energy, plus fiber to help keep your digestive tract humming. And also the bacterial balance is very critical in your gut, and that can reduce inflammation. So there's so many plant-based foods, which is why, it's so hard for me to hear the raw meat diet where he's having copious amounts of raw butter. I'm sorry, but that's just not going to work in the long term. And these suggestions are much better, but you can take a cue from him and cut out the ultra processed foods, and you will be a long way towards reducing brain fog and improving your health.
Spot on. Great tips as always, Dr. Molina. I've been listening. I had my oatmeal and blueberries this morning. That's how I started today. Listen, such great information. You're going to help a lot of people out there. And as always, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. And put some cinnamon on that oatmeal too and amp up the health benefits.
We'll do it first thing in the morning. All right. Thanks again, Molina. And going back to our earlier guest, Wes, we do not advise consuming raw meat in your diet. If you're considering making any drastic dietary changes, make sure you speak to your doctor or a certified nutritionist first. You heard it from Dr. Molina. There may be other medical issues going on that are having you feel a little bit funky. Getting too radical without first talking to your doctor may lead you into trouble.